supported me financially and who prayed for me and my team. Honestly, there were a few really tough days, and the only thing that got me through was remembering that I had a huge support team back here. So for all that you did, I sincerely thank you. The trip that I participated in is called the Global Urban Trek. It's a 7-week-long trip designed to educate students about global urban poverty and to show us what God's kingdom looks like in other parts of the world. During the trek, all 12 of my teammates and I lived in one apartment, so our living conditions were very humble. The goal was to live incarnational lives so we could better understand the vulnerable people that we served. I worked with an Indian-run faith-based organization called Kolkata City Mission. It was really important to me to work with Indians because I knew I had a lot to learn about how to be a Christian, especially when everyone around you is Hindu, Muslim, or Buddhist. From them, I learned that the world's Christians are resilient and defiant rebels who speak about Jesus even if that means they lose their friends, they lose their businesses, or worse, much like how the Acts Church was. With KCM, I worked in the slums informal preschool run by a Christian woman named Sangeeta. Most of my time there was spent looking at books with the little kids and playing with them. And there was a 5-year-old girl also named Sangeeta who really prized education, and she was particularly special to me. So my partner Emily and I would give her a list of harder English words to copy on her small slate. Sangeeta loves learning, and I pray that she has the ability to go to college someday. Please keep both Sangeetas and these children in prayer, because a lot of them, like 2 brothers I met named Suraj and Sunil, are very, very malnourished. In this slum, KCM established a soy milk factory where 4 women from the slum make soy milk fresh from the beans. These malnourished kids drink this milk for lunch, and a lot of them don't get breakfast either. Working with the 4 women who didn't speak English was a real challenge in communication. I attempted Bengali, and they attempted English, but we mostly conversed through gestures. And how wonderful is it that our God allows us to have deep connections with people even if we don't speak the same language. Those 4 women were like elder sisters to me, and they loved us so much. Please keep them, their families, and their salvation in prayer. I also spent a few days working at an after-school program for teenagers. That was probably the most fun I had during my time in India. I really loved Indian movies, so the kids and I sang songs from Indian movies together. We danced, we ate street food, we played in a children's park, picking flowers and holding hands. And being with those teenage girls was such a place of peace for me. And I met a particular young lady, probably 12 or 13, whose name is Kajal. Kajal was attached to me whenever I visited her slum, and I loved being with her and her little sister named Marsha. But Kajal has a rough life. Her father married her to a man in his 20s, and she was abused in every way. The founder of KCM, Pastor Shaji Amos, actually liberated her from that marriage, and she's recovering with the woman who runs the after-school program, a wonderful woman named Kia. Please keep Kajal and all child brides in your prayers. Some of the things I loved best about Kolkata were really just the small things. I loved going to the sweet shops after work and just trying random things. And in the neighborhood we lived in, there's more sweet shops than anything else, so our team had some strong opinions about the best sweet shops. And I also loved walking by the same shop owners every day and waving at them. I felt like I had become a part of this huge family, and every older woman I saw became like an auntie to me. Indians have this culture of hospitality that's so incredible, and they have so much openness, and I've never seen it anywhere else. They make you feel at home in about 5 seconds. When you go to their house for dinner, they'll stuff you until you're in pain, and then they bring out the dessert and tea. And their style of hospitality is something I want to incorporate into my own life, and I wish it came naturally to me. But not everything in Kolkata was joyful, even though Kolkata means the city of joy. I saw an immense amount of poverty. It's not uncommon to find beggars from all backgrounds asking foreigners for help. Women will tug at your sleeve, show you their baby, and ask you to do something. In Kolkata, I saw naked toddlers with bloated bellies, these little image bearers of God, reach out their hands for someone to acknowledge them. But I realized that these children need more than food and water. They need to be given unconditional love, because love is what propels someone to give from the abundance of their heart. And that kind of giving lasts much longer than any giving from a place of pity does. There are a few ways you can give to India and contribute to the Lord's work there. Kolkata City Mission has a child sponsorship program that costs only $25 a month, and it provides so much for those kids. If you want to know about that, you can send me an email, and Pastor Tori has my email. Some prayer points for you guys are really just praying for Indian Christians to be protected from those who hate them, and for them to have boldness with their preaching. Also, please pray for the children, for the nutrition and health, and pray against child marriage. Please pray for the beggars in the street who lay dying at the train stations. Just pray that Jesus makes himself known in every aspect of their brokenness. He's already working so much over there, and our prayers will help the work that Indian Christians are doing by God's grace. I also want to quickly mention that I'm attending this missions conference beginning next Sunday called Urbana. I'll have the opportunity to meet with missions coaches, learn from well-known pastors like David Platt and Francis Chan, and meet other young people with the same passions. FBC is sending me to Urbana, so I really thank you for this opportunity, and I hope to learn some new things to share with the church when I return. Thank you for listening to me speak about my time in India. I left so much of my heart there, and with the people I loved, the people that I served with, the people that I served, and it's a gift to speak about them because I rarely do so. I'm very, very protective of the stories that I have and the people that I met. So thank you for partnering with me in praying for India, and I know that as your heart opens to what the Lord's doing around the world, God will show up in big ways and show us his big love.